Hey, Chatty.
Hey Max, how are you?
You know, doing. How about yourself?
Not bad. I forgot I still gotta get you a key.
Oh, no, Sudi's got me sorted on that.
Oh, did she?
I've got the key to the house.
You didn't sell this place yet?
No, not yet. I'm kind of being a little bit stubborn about it, to be honest with you.
You don't want to let it go?
Well, it's more so the fact that I sorted out everything else to the house. I let someone else sort this out. I've been trying to talk to people about the price we're going to sell it at, but no one's responding to the group messages.
Well, wait. You have to ask them what to sell it for?
I want to know what's a good price, what sort of thing, you know, we should aim for. And, you know, maybe have some people help sell it too.
I mean, you know what it's worth on the thing right now?
Well, the thing is, we need to decide if we want to sell it with the furniture or without the furniture, because I feel like selling it with the furniture might be easier. But also, the location isn't exactly desirable. Like I said, I'm being a little bit stubborn. You know, I had to sort out all the interior designing, then I had to listen to people complain about it.
Oh my god,
We
really?
brought down the interior designer so we could all have our input, and everyone left for Clown Court, leaving just me with the interior designer. And everyone was complaining that, oh, we only have 2 floors, we could easily fit 3 floors in. Well, then they should have been there for the discussion.
Oh boy. I think you should just say yuck them and do whatever the yuck you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how things go. I want to see if I can get another house before I, you know, sell this place.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you put this on the market, this will sell fast, because it's Grove Street.
Thing?
It's Grove Street. The gang members
like-
are buying these up like they're eating these.
Well, we have the issue as well with the amount of people that we have bought in with it. We need to sell it for more than the market price.
Yeah, you just go market and then you like a few $100,000 above it.
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Is it worth just stripping everything out of there?
I would say take everything because yuck them. Furniture's expensive.
Oh no, I paid for all the furniture in there.
Yeah, I would. If I was you, I would just take it because you're gonna need it if you move somewhere else, right?
Yeah, but I've got nowhere to store it. That stuff weighs.
We could probably help you figure that out.
I mean, I just want to wait and see at the moment. I want to see if I can get Grapeseed House. That one that is on the corner, I think someone got it, but I want to see if they're willing to sell.
Yeah, that's one of the clowns' relatives.
Oh right.
What's her name again? Her name is...
Just right next to the fishing spot. Love to just wake up and do some morning fishing.
Wait, right next to the fish... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's Kirk's old house. Kirk used to own that back in the day.
Yeah, Sudi told me that.
I think this is her contact info.
Oh, thank you.
I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Oh no, that is not the right one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know Aaliyah.
Actually, it might be. I don't know. It's that one or this one.
I think that Aaliyah... So... Alice or Aaliyah? Okay, hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Because...
Yeah,
put
Aaliyah
question
Court is a
mark there, so-
crackhead.
Okay, so it's definitely the second one.
Yeah, it's probably the second one. She's the one that speaks like a million words a minute. That's who Aaliyah is.
That's who... Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yep. No,
Yeah.
it's definitely not her. Okay, yeah, it's the second one then.
Yeah, she can definitely run Ratchet for his money, that's for sure.
You've seen Ray, you know, since the memory thing? Have you talked to her?
Yeah, I met up with her yesterday at the airport.
At the airport?
Yeah, she was getting ready to leave.
Wait, she was actually at the airport?
Mm-hmm. I gotta be honest, I thought I was ready for that talk. I was not ready for that talk.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have gone with someone that, you know, she already kind of knew, so it could be backed up, because it was just me, and to her, I'm just kind of a stranger at the moment.
Oh, yeah, I know how you feel with that one.
Yeah, so it was a bit rough.
She gave me the ring back.
What did you? Yeah, me and Sudi dropped off at the house yesterday.
Yeah, and she gave me the ring back. Like, she starts drinking and stuff, and then, like,
Yeah, sorry
she,
about
like,
that.
well, no, actually, it's, she, like, remembers stuff. Or if she's, like, laughing, having a good time, she's, like herself. But then, like, if things slow down, she just starts deteriorating again to, like, emptiness. It's really yucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but she refers to herself in the third person a lot.
She argues with herself. It's like she's like,
Yes, that exactly that. She did that at the airport.
yeah, she was doing that at the airport. So like,
Yeah,
she'll be
like
like,
convinced herself to like at least say goodbye to everyone before leaving.
yeah, and then I'll be like, why are you leaving? She goes, I didn't say that. She said that. And I'll call her Ray. She goes, don't call me Ray. What did she go? Why are you calling me Ray? I'm Cups. And then like 10 minutes later, she goes, no, call me Ray. She's like jumping back and forth. Max, I don't know what to do. I'm like,
I don't know either. I was like, oh, the conversation yesterday really did not go well. I feel so bad from it.
what do you mean it didn't go well?
I mean, I mean, I was hoping to maybe at least get some familiarity, but I think she still just sees me as just this random stranger.
So like, there was nothing. Like she didn't remember you at all.
Not
Like
at all, no.
not even for a split moment at all.
Not at all. I was a stranger throughout it. I think what made matters
Really?
worse as well is she was very worried and hung up on the April stuff too.
Yeah, because the kid said that April abandoned her, which was so
Like the
hard.
worst thing you can say to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Her best friend in the entire world abandoned her. Part of me just wants to give benefit of the doubt and maybe Saki just doesn't know her that well and know what sort of damage that's gonna do.
Yeah, that or he doesn't care, you know what I mean? Because it seems like a lot of people don't
Yeah.
really care, so it's...
Yeah, I've heard about a lot of people messing with her. Did you hear about the Benji stuff?
Yeah, isn't Benji trying to say they have a kid together?
Yeah, they dated too. What do you even gain from that?
I am...
Street cred or something? I don't know.
I'm gonna yuck and kill that guy.
Yeah, you should. That's some incel shit.
Jeez, I was hoping that she would have remembered some of you. What? That's strange. It's odd to me. Even when she's drinking, nothing?
Yeah, I don't think she recognized me at all. At one point, she even pointed a gun at me. So I think that was more so because I asked her about her age, and yeah, probably shouldn't have asked that.
Oh, you asked her? Oh.
Yeah, it was more so on the fact she was talking about how she has children. I was going to do like the comparison, like if they're like, you know, are they going to be older than her? Then how does that make sense?
Yeah, you don't do that, Max. That's
Yeah, I didn't think it through. Right, I had a few bottles of tequila.
You're lucky to be alive. Oh boy.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson
locals
too.
nearby weren't as lucky.
Oh man, okay. Well, jeez, Max. Oh God, I'm trying to. I want to try to like bring her and do stuff like fun things, like you know, get her to get to know me again. Like not like try to make her remember, but like just relearn who I am and stuff. Maybe that'll help, and then maybe, you know, like the good version of her will, you know, prevail. You know what I mean? You think that's a good idea? I need opinions here.
It depends how you kind of approach it, because I feel if you try and force any feelings or force any memories on her, it's gonna have the opposite effect.
Yeah, see,
It's
like,
gonna weigh in the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like, That's why I tried not to approach the conversation yesterday like, hey, I'm Max, I'm your best friend, hey, you know, remember me? Because I knew that was just gonna have the opposite effect. You can't force her to feel anything.
Yeah, and a bunch of the clowns were all over about that apparently, and I don't know if that was a good idea. Might make her want to just take off, you know what I mean? I think, no, it will make her want to take off, because she made that, it's pretty clear to me that that's a bad thing, and she literally tried to run from me to get on a train.
Get on a train?
Yeah, and then now she's staying at Kitty's house.
Yeah, I've got the key for that, by the way. Yeah, Kitty gave me one.
Oh, she gave you a key there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good, because I slept on the couch because I was basically panicking that she was going to get up at night and just take off, you know what I mean? And I know it's wrong really for me to like prevent somebody from leaving if they want to, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I know it's not a good thing. Like, it's, where's she gonna go? You know what I mean? She's not gonna find nothing else anywhere else, you know what I mean? She's...
I don't know if it'll solve anything, her leaving, but...
No, well, she's
on the
done
other
it
side,
before.
if we try and force her to leave, force her to stay here, is that really gonna help either?
Oh, she can't leave, man. If she leaves where she has no, but she ain't gonna have nobody anywhere for it. Like, and then if she does come back, it's gonna be the way she came back before I met her. She's just not gonna be. She'll say she's happy, but she ain't gonna be happy. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I fully agree. I think she should stay in town. We should do everything we can to keep her staying in town. I didn't want to just yell at her like, no, you're not leaving, because again, I'm a complete stranger to her.
Yeah, well, I mean...
It's just not going to work.
She can't leave. Like, when she's in that, like, her old mindset, she's like, I'm out of here, I gotta say goodbye, blah, blah, blah. And then when she's like, we're doing stuff and she's having a good time and she's like, you know, the happy version of herself, she is asking me, like, don't give this ring back until I'm like fully myself again, and don't let me leave. I need to be watched. She told me that. It's so yucked up. Like, it's... So I feel like I need to listen to her, but at the same time, I'm not listening to her because it doesn't matter what version of herself is saying it. It's still her saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, one part wants to leave, the other part wants to stay. And which part do you listen to?
Yeah, I want to listen to, you know, the good, like the good, happy Raymond. You know what I mean? But isn't it like? But also, if it's also, isn't it betraying her if she tells me the things on the other side of it? You know what I mean? To me, I'm just gonna, I'm probably just gonna focus on the good side of her and what that wants and what she wants, right, for that. But the bad side could lead to very bad things. Now she's threatened, I'm gonna kill her. She keeps saying, I'm gonna kill her. The happy version is saying she's gonna kill the sad version of her. But that's not good either, because it's still her, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of scary?
Like the two parts of her fighting each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Rather than coexisting.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, Max, but you can't ever talk about this again, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god, okay. I don't ever talk about this, alright? It's just...
I can go inside if you want privacy.
Yeah, you know, it's probably a good... No, it's definitely a good idea. A car just pulled up, and I think I know who that is, and yeah, we better go inside. Okay.
If you want more privacy, we can go downstairs in the basement.
Oh, here's if the door's
then
locked.
People can't listen through the walls.
If the door's locked, it's, you know...
Holy fucking my ever. It's okay, I still like you.
Yeah, sorry.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're very infatuated about those pride balloons.
No, it's just like, yeah, no, that's nothing to do with the... No, that's nothing to do with the balloons, don't worry.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month! I don't know what Pride Month is. No one told me. He keeps phoning me, Max.
Who's calling you?
It's Kirk, and he threatened me.
Why is Kirk threatening you?
Because I declined his phone call like I just did again.
Oh god.
Okay.
Wait, did I?
Okay. So a long time ago, I used to have something going on, like kind of like what Cups is going through. I don't know if it's exactly the same. It's not really the same, but it's similar. Where like I would kind of fight my mind a little bit. Like the way you see me now, right, is not quite the way I always was.
Right.
This is kind of like the side of me that I feel better about. You know? So I just, this is kind of who I am, and I haven't had problems at all for like several years. I've been good. But I used to not talk like this. I guess I would talk more normal, as people would say. You know, and I was bad. I was bad. Like I would trick people to like get in the car and stuff, and I'd bring them to the fun house, and I'd force them to like play games and hurt each other and stuff. You know, I was a bad guy. You know, Max. Like I was really bad. But I didn't really know better at the time. You know, so, and I would kind of bounce back and forth, right? Between, God, dare I say it, you know, Jagger and my Chatterbox, you know, myself right now, right? It would be like but I would use both to manipulate, you know? And, I just kind of, I don't know how, I don't know how, but I met Kirk, you know, I met Kirk and I met Tessa and stuff, and I just, it kind of went away, you know, I stopped doing that stuff, because it kind of taught me things, and I had, you know, friends and people there for me, you know what I mean, and it kind of stopped. It hasn't happened once. Yeah, like, it's just like, I know I'm one person, but my mind isn't playing tricks on me like that anymore. You know what I mean? It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it.
Like two consciousnesses?
It is. Yeah, it is. Like it is, but it isn't.
Like Johnny Silverhand.
I don't know who that is, but that's...
So I'm trying to think of a comparison, but that's the only one that came to mind.
I don't know, Max, like, it's... Does it make sense, though? It's a yucked up thing, but does it kind of make sense? Like, I don't think it ever really will make sense, but like... I think I'm the way I am now because of just... I guess, maybe trauma and the way I was brought up, you know what I mean? I was told to be a certain way, right? Which is the way I am now. That's the way I was told to be, like. But it's kind of like my old self that I got away from. And the grown-up version of it, I was just not a good guy. Or maybe I am and I just don't know it. I don't know, Max. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But, like, I just suffered from this I was two people living in one body. I knew exactly what I was doing both times, but it just depended on how amped up I was. You know what I mean?
It's still you both times. It's just...
Yeah.
Whoever's in the control.
If I was really amped up, I'd be the way I am now. But if I was really calm, I wouldn't be this way. I wouldn't talk this way. But now when I'm calm, I'm still the same as I am now. And that just changed because of, like, Kirk and stuff like that. And for some reason, it's just, I'm happier this way. You know what I mean?
Is the part of you that's stuck?
Yeah. The happier, I'm happier the way I am now. So, like, you think maybe that could be something she's going through? Like, maybe a similarity? Maybe, like...
It sounds similar at the very least. I mean, do you remember, like, fighting as hard as she did with the other self? Like, like
No.
verbally out loud arguing
Nope.
with each other.
Not once.
Maybe it's
That's
more
why
like
it's
an extreme
different.
version of what you went through.
Yeah. I don't know, Max. Is this yucked up? Is this just a really yucked up thing? And should I be like panicking right now?
I mean, I don't think we should be calm about it, but there's only so much we can do at the end of the day. We're trying the best that we can.
Yeah, I don't know. I am who I am. You know, like, Max, I don't really know too much about you. Like, I know you now that, like, the way I know you is that you're like the nicest person on the yucking planet. You know what I mean? You're like super relaxed. You're easy to talk to. You're like, you give the shirt off your back to help somebody. You know what I mean? Like, have you always been this way?
I mean, I used to be a lot more nervous. Kind of found my way through bartending. I think that's where a lot of those skills came from.
But you never really been like a bad person, you would say, right? Like,
I mean, it kind of depends on definition. I did help some people with like moonshine operations
that's
and
not
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Never hurt
it's
anyone.
against the, yeah, like, but you're not, yeah, exactly. Like, but I hurt people, Max. I killed a lot of people. I didn't really know. Right? But like, I feel like the way, did you know Raymond years ago?
I didn't know. I only met her through April a couple months ago.
Okay.
I didn't even know April back then either.
So funny enough, even April was like Changang too. I met April back then too. I met Ray like twice. Didn't get to know her at all, right? She's just another gangbanger to me. Like, she's just a gang member, like, you know, whatever, right? Talked to her for like 5 minutes total of my life. You know what I mean?
You knew of her, but you didn't know her.
Yeah. And like, but like, she was just like, not the way you, like, the way you probably saw her. Definitely the way you saw her at the airport. That's kind of how she was years back, right?
Really?
But with a little bit more, you know, to her, right? Like, she, you know, not like she wasn't as she had emotion. But right now, she had, like, when she's like that, she has nothing. She's just, I don't know, like, it's like the old sad version of herself, right? And it's like, I'm seeing that, right? And when I see that, it reminds me that my old sad version of myself, it's like that the better version of herself is fighting the old version of herself, right? It's like this thing, right? And that's kind of what I did, but like, I didn't really fight it. Like, I just went with it. Because I didn't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think it's kind of like the same thing? Does it sound kind of the same, you know?
It's difficult to say, to be honest. Like, when you said it's probably not what she was like 5 years ago, but it could be how she felt 5 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
you know, how you are out in public isn't always how you are when you're on your own. Sometimes you put on a smile, put on a mask.
I have these dreams all the time. And like, even like when I'm standing in places like here, for example, like I'll see things. But it's things that we've experienced, right? Together. Like, it's stuff together. And I don't see it from my point of view, I see it from her point of view. And that's yucked
From her
up.
point of view?
Yeah. It's our memories that we share together, but it's from her point of view. And then at nighttime, Max, I have these dreams. It's like she's asking me for help. It's like she's calling to me for help. It's like not Ray. It's Ray because you know she is one person, but it's like the really fun, happy version of her. It's like she's calling out to me all the yucking time, and I'm like falling, trying to kind of reach for her, but I can't.
Huh.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. I just don't know who to talk to about this, Max. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. That is a lot that you're going through at the moment, though.
Like but it's every day, every night. I have the same dream. During the day, I can't go. I came here, and I can't. It just keeps happening. You know what I mean? And I can't stop it. It's a lot. I know it's a lot. It's I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's the love persisting.
She told Kitty she loved me yesterday, man.
She told you that?
She told Kitty that, and then she got upset when she thought I was leaving Kitty's house. But she's not always like that, right? It's just sometimes she's like that.
Is she only like that when she's around you? I mean, like I said, she didn't remember anything about me.
I don't know, like, yeah, like she's been bouncing back and forth with me a lot. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I was very curious to know how your experience was, because if she's not doing that to you, what does that mean? What? Why?
She was definitely fighting, but the fighting mainly came out when she was, saying that she was going to leave town. That's when the fighting really began, where I really got confused.
She was drinking.
She was fighting to make sure that she would at least see everyone before she left. That she was bargaining with herself.
Bro, actually,
But that probably involves you too. She wanted to see you before she would leave.
Max, I'm freaking out, man. If she can't leave.
She's not going to leave. We can't let her leave. As you said, where's she going to go?
I don't
She's
think it
going to feel
matters,
more
right?
alone,
Like,
more
yeah,
abandoned if she goes anywhere.
Yeah, and she left before, though. It didn't stop her before. And sure, she came back, but, like, she came back no better than the way she left. You know what happened when I met her, right? Like, she ever tell you about that? Like, what was going on there? Like, well, how bad, bad I was?
I don't think so, no.
I was gonna kill her.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna kill her. Because Scruffy found her ID and gave it to me. So, because if I found IDs, I would just set people up and stuff, right?
Wait, I think I do remember that, because there was a time when I was first getting to her where she was terrified of clowns. She'd see one and tell me to just keep driving. That must have been around the same time then.
Yeah. And then, like, but when I met her, like, I could. She spoke. It's like the way she spoke was like the way she spoke probably to you at the airport and stuff, right? Like that kind of tone to her, right?
Hmm.
Didn't notice at the time, right? Because But then Mickey actually convinced me not to do it, to kill her. Do a clown risk, and if she won that, I'd let it all go. And if we won, I basically owned them for a week. And I was gonna ruin their lives like that. You know what I mean? And
Right.
she won.
Well, she is the champion.
So I let it go. I didn't want to, but I let it go. I made a deal. I gotta honor the clown risk stuff. I honor that.
Hmm.
She called me and asked me to go to this auction. You remember that dating auction?
Yeah, I remember the dating auction.
She called me for me to go, which to me was yucked. I tried to kill her, and she's inviting me to this. You know what I mean? She was texting me all the time and stuff. So I showed up there with $200 because I said that was all she was worth, you know, at the time, right? Like,
right.
Yucked up, you know. But yeah, that's.
She's worth a lot more. But
Oh yeah,
I get it.
yeah. Well, we ended up bidding $23,000.
Yeah, she went for the highest.
Yeah, because Twinkles was like, nah.
Today, $23,000 isn't that much.
No.
But back then, that was a lot of money.
It was a ton of money. So Twinkles was like, nah, we're doing this. So he did it, and I was like, yeah, Twinkles, we're ruining her life. We're going to ruin her. So I told her that she had to get a clown outfit, and she was going to be a clown for a day. My plan was to get her arrested for something like really bad. I was going to make her stack up a bunch of bad things, and then she was going to get locked up. I was going to try to get her the 9s. It was going to be that bad.
God.
And then, like, she gets in the car and stuff, and we went to the clothing store with her, and we hung up. We were doing stuff for the day. Man, like, Max, I'm telling you, like, I was like, what the yuck? Like, clown. Like, more clown than most clowns. Like, I'm talking, like, energy to the max. And then she would, like, be talking about herself, and, like, we would ask her stuff and whatever, and I was kind of like, what the yuck? Very interesting person, you know what I mean? And she had this, like, glow to her that day, right? Like, I was like... she was just glowing, but I didn't want to, like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to look at her like that. I was kind of like, the yuck, like, you know, yuck you, like, you got me stabbed. You're a Chang Gang piece of yuck. Like, that was what I kept trying to remind myself. And then I started to drown in it, and I just didn't ruin her life. Because she was really fun and cool, you know, like, you know how she is, you know, she's,
wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the same day the Blade Storm happened? Or is that a different clown day?
The Blade Storm?
She stabbed, like loads of clowns, but also, like, a lot of people
that was that day, yeah, she went.
That was that.
That was
yeah,
yucking awesome.
It was like Gigi and them were coming to help her, right? Because they thought she was in danger?
Well, it's because
I
Gigi
missed
was
a lot
treating
of that
her like
saga, to be
yuck.
honest with you.
And then she was really sad about Gigi, saying that they're not friends and stuff like that. And I said, no, I'll prove a point right now. I'll call her and say that you got hurt. And then she'll show up. I was trying to prove to her that, you know, people did care about her, right? Because she'd, like, and that's what I was really noticing. I'm like, holy yuck, like, she's something wrong. Like, she's kind of yucked up, right? And I called Gigi. I lied to her about her. Like, I said that Ray was all yucked up, and they showed up. Like, a vehicle of 5 people showed up. And then I tried to kidnap Gigi because I thought it would be funny, and Ray put everybody down.
Yeah, I remember that's what called the Blade Storm. Everyone got hit, even people she was trying to help.
Yeah, she put everybody down.
You get in the way, you get in the way.
It was yucking awesome.
Yeah, thank God I wasn't there that day.
Oh,
I think,
they're so yucked. So,
Stuart Little.
It's Kirk.
He does drive a stupid red car.
It's Kirk, man. He talks about stuff.
I kind of get him. But anyway, so sorry, anyway. Back on track.
Yeah, what was I saying, Max? Sorry?
You were saying about your history with Ray, about how you saw her kind of become cups.
Yeah, right, sorry, so, yeah, and then, I don't know, man, we just started, like, hanging out after that. She would call me, like, I came here a lot, like, you know, to the back where she'd always take her phone calls by the poop water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then she would, like, she would just talk about things and, like, vent about stuff, right? And I was like,
yeah, I'm not bad on you a lot of times for that.
Yeah, and she just, we were so similar, you know what I mean? I was just remember, like, it just brought me back to how I was, right? So I took her to the mines, and I was trying really hard to, like, try to make her realize that, like, she was a lot better than she thought she was. Because she thought that, you know, people didn't want her around because she's not good at stuff, and that she need to be good at stuff to wanted people to be around her and stuff like that, right? So I was like,
She wants to be useful.
yeah. And I was like, that's bullyuck. You know what I mean? That's stupid. In my opinion, that's yuck. Cause like the way she is, like, man, I wanted to hang out with her every day because she was so much fun.
You liked her because of her, not because of what she provided.
And isn't that how it's supposed to be?
Oh, 100%.
Like when I met Kirk, you know, like I was gonna kill Kirk when I first met him, and it took 30 seconds for me to realize I wasn't gonna do it. Because he was just talking to me, and he was really funny, and we got along really well. Boom. Wasn't necessarily good at anything. I'm not good at anything, you know what I mean? It's just when you look at people and you see them for who they really are, it's different, you know what I mean?
Not for what they provide.
Yeah.
It's a common fear when it comes to abandonment issues and stuff like that. Kind of want to make yourself useful so people don't leave you.
And that's the problem. She's living again. The abandonment stuff is back. And that's why she's trying to leave. Because she doesn't feel anything, and she just feels like there's nothing.
She thinks it's going to be easy if she abandons everyone else first.
Yeah.
Before she can get abandoned.
Yeah. So like, it's just,
me and her bonded over is the abandonment stuff.
You have that too?
Mine's a little bit different. Mine's the fear of being forgotten. But not like in the way that you're going on right now. It's more so like the context of being forgotten. The people not caring enough about you, or, you know, you thought they cared more about you than they did. And you were just kind of left behind as they move on.
Oh.
A similar sort of thing. Unfortunately happened a lot.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I called you for a reason because, I think you're a good friend, and we'll never do that to you,
I appreciate that.
And Ray wouldn't either. It's not really her fault right now.
I can't put any blame on Ray for any of it. Like I said, it's completely different context and everything.
Man. I guess it doesn't help either that everybody, you had a lot of people living here, right?
Yeah, good 12 people.
Where are they all at?
Mostly gone.
Did they move out?
I mean, most of them had houses coming in. But yeah, most people have moved out, or some don't come around anymore. Some never really even came here in the first place. This house was never as close as we were hoping it was going to be, or as much as we were pretending it was. The only time we ever really came together was when there's house drama going on.
Well, Max, maybe that's your signal. You should create some house drama.
I've left all that in my teenage years.
To punch in the face and see what happens. You know what I mean? That'll cause some boy.
I would never hurt the cat boy.
I mean, yeah, but wouldn't that cause drama? Everybody would be like, "Oh my god!" You can make a big thing out of it. It'd be
drama for drama's sake.
Yeah, and then everybody will be here, and then y'all hug it out and have a party or something.
All make up and then not actually solve any issues. We'll just bury the issues down and say hey, that's never gonna happen again.
Yeah, you just walk up to
again.
Be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I just tell them the truth that you punched him so everybody would come around more often. Be like, oh well, that's actually I understand that. Because he's a very understanding guy, and then everybody will be okay.
I don't think everyone's gonna come back around just because I punched you. No. But I appreciate the sentiment.
You want me to get somebody else to do it?
No, it's all fine. I mean, they're still about in town, a lot of them. I still see a lot of them. I think people miss most of the moment is the HOA.
The HOA.
Yeah, that's who I used to be close to back in the day. You know, I worked.
Oh
I ran
yeah,
the library
yeah,
for them
that's
and
right.
everything.
That's right.
Now they're all gone.
Are they all gone?
Hmm. There's maybe like one or two still around, but for the most part, all. I think they're like at 50 members at one point. They've all left the city.
That's actually heartbreaking.
Yeah. And now I can't even. The legacy of the library's behind, too. It's supposed to be my legacy in town, that place. Put so many hours into it.
Yeah, you were always there. I remember.
Mm-hmm. And then the government said, "Nuh-uh," and then I had to move on. I mean, I guess it's kind of for the better, because, you know, if it wasn't for that, then I would have met, like, April, and would have met Ray. You know, was forced to try other things rather than just sit at the library all day.
They ever
I do
offered
miss
it to
him.
you, for ownership? Would you take it?
Oh, 100%. In a heartbeat. Mr. Sizz had a lot of plans and dreams for that place he never got to see to fruition. I'd love to try my hand at it again. There's also a lot of places in there that aren't available to enter right now that I'd love to enter again.
Inside the Liquid Library?
Yeah, there's a secret dungeon underneath.
I'm sorry?
That's where I used to cook all my moonshine.
There's a dungeon in there?
To give you an idea of how close I was to the HOA, only High Command members knew of that place. Like, most of the HOA didn't even know that place existed, but I knew it. I had keys to that place. That's how close I was to them. There's a whole...
Wow, they really kept that on the hush-hush, huh?
Oh, very much so. I wish I could have shown more people it, because that room was amazing. It was like this room full of giant wooden barrels, all filled with alcohol, with the giant distillery next to it. That was... I spent many hours down there cooking shine. It was lovely.
What the yuck?
I'm pretty sure it's still there. It's just we don't have keys to it anymore.
It's just boarded up?
Just boarded up.
So,
well, you know, those secret doors.
who owned it back in the day? Sizz?
It was Sizz, yeah. It's his place. He's the one that, you know, had the builders make it. Spent a lot of money on having those builders make it. 2 full years for them to get it done.
Really?
And then as soon as it's fully done, he no longer owned it, and the state owned it, and now... I mean, there's still some people trying to run it, but for the most part, it's a ghost town.
Fuck's
It's getting-
sake.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing with places like that, like bars, is that there's no need to go to them. So the only way they're ever going to get some traction is if people have ownership and run it. It's the reason why, like, Tequila La, Bahama Mamas, those places never took off. VU. It's because for those places to be successful is that they need people there running them.
Yeah.
And, you know, those people need some security in running it, so someone can't just come along and say, no, you don't, and then kick you out.
Man, how things have changed.
Yeah, I would definitely love to run the library again, though. I mean, who else would run that place? No one else in town is nearly as classy enough.
I mean, you have a clean record?
I have a clean record.
You ever put a business proposal in for it?
We did, it got denied.
Oh.
And I got a call from the mayor saying, best of luck trying to scam the next mayor, then he hung up.
What?
Yeah, I never understood what he meant by that.
Best of luck trying to scam the next mayor.
Yeah, he was saying the proposal was denied because they're, you know, they don't want people running the same businesses as they did back then. And then he said, best of luck trying to scam the next mayor. I still don't know what he meant by that. Also, I'd like to point out, the mayor is actually Sizz's father, too.
What?
Yeah.
So if Sizz was around, he could have put a good word in for you, huh?
Probably, yeah. There could have been a good chance. Unfortunately, he's not around anymore. He's lost in the woods somewhere. He's probably dead, actually. He's most likely dead. He was getting up there in age.
Wait, is he that old?
He was pretty old. Last time I saw him, he had like a full gray beard, gray hair. He's going by David.
He was going by David?
Yeah, he retired up north. He was a lumberjack.
Jesus, yuck.
He would played all the time. I don't think he's dead, but we used to have a rule of thumb that if someone wasn't around for 3 days, they're most likely dead. That was our rule of thumb of the HOA back in the day. If someone hasn't been around in 3 days, most likely dead. Hold the funeral.
Okay, that's quite the yuck. And with 50 people, that's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, a lot of them definitely
Yo,
weren't around.
Cole, thank you,
too.
brother.
Did you guys actually know the HOA much back then?
Yeah, I knew Says kind of like, we weren't on great terms or nothing, but,
That's a shame.
yeah, you know, I knew, what was her name very well? Mercury.
Oh, yeah, Mercury Frost.
Yeah, I knew her really well. That was about it though. Like I
That's a
knew,
shame.
I did talk to HOA people, but I never knew like by name, right? Because I never really hung around there too much. So
Honestly, you guys, the energy that I've seen with the clowns reminds me a lot of the HOA. I was even telling Sooty about you guys need to get yourself a Stanley protocol.
oh what?
Basically, there was this guy called Stanley in the HOA, and if you took him to the hospital for any reason, he would ICU. So the Stanley protocol was always, no matter what, take him to grandma's, because otherwise he will go in the ICU.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, we called it the Stanley protocol. I think you guys could use that.
Well,
But there's no grandma's anymore, so I guess you can't actually use that, but still.
apparently there is, but just no one knows where it's at.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to check the sewers?
No, I hate going down there.
Oh, the sewers are lovely.
It ruins my shoes.
Well, you gotta get dressed for it. I had a whole sewer outfit when I was down there.
Aren't you like immune too? Like, aren't you like good down there?
I was. The reason I stopped going down the sewers is because to keep up your immunity, you need to be down there, and I just didn't want to spend all my life down there. The more time you spend above ground, the less immune you are down there.
You think there's like a whole community down there still?
Oh no, that place is dead. There's
Really?
no point of people going down there anymore.
What? Really?
It used to be for moonshine and to get to the fence to sell the illegal goods. Now there's a fence in Sandy to sell your illegal goods, and moonshine is done through farming. So there's nothing down there. Except
What the
I guess
yuck?
sewage. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't been down there in a while, but I'm pretty sure there isn't really a vibrant community down there anymore. Also, I'm pretty sure the king died. He died during Survivor.
Wait, what was his name again?
Clark.
Clark is dead?
I think hold on. During the event, someone actually set a calendar for 30. You know the calendar app on the phone? Someone set an event for 36 years in the future to collect his social deposit. I can't remember what it's called.
What?
Like, I've got this in here. It's set for 2060. Like January 1st, 2060, collect Cart's social in 36 years. Oh, what's your ID?
1260. Are you actually serious right now?
Can I add you to this? I think I've got like a join code. I don't know how this calendar app works. I kind of forget that it's here all the time.
You have to make sure it's shareable. If you like, you go to
I
that
can
event.
share it, but I can only twat it is the thing.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't. That's crazy. 30.
Oh, his social security. That's what it's called. Yeah. So in 36 years, I've got to remind it in my phone to pick up his social security.
You think there's
His
gonna be
name was
much in
Clark.
there?
Oh, probably not. No. I mean, he's dead now. I don't know if it's still going to be there.
How do you know? I guess you gotta check in 36 years.
I guess so. There's only 6 people on this, so I guess I'm going to be meeting those 6 people in 36 years.
There's 6 people on that.
There's 6 people that
Oh, there's
have
not
joined
just
in.
you.
No, there's 6 people. I wasn't the one that said it. Sledge Diesel's the one that said it.
What in the actual yuck?
Yeah, it's you know, TLDR, sewers not as popular as they used to be, but I guess it might be worth checking down there. I've still got my map.
Yeah, you have a great map for that. Well, okay, well,
I like little tasks like that. It's fun doing little tasks. You know, a recent task that I set myself is that I wanted to document every single car in Mosley's.
what?
You know, document all their class types, their top speeds, you know, all the stats in there. I've now got all of that in a spreadsheet with a search bar and everything.
Are you really?
I was just bored whilst I was grinding Mosley stuff to become a mechanic.
Jeez, you should show that to Bozo. He'd
Yeah, that might be
pay you
useful,
for that.
actually. I just like messing with spreadsheets. It's fun.
Well, if you see Ray again, which I'm sure you're gonna, if she tries to leave, can you call me like immediately?
Mm-hmm. That's what Kitty told me to do when
Kitty
she
told
gave me
you
the key.
Okay, good.
Yeah, basically, don't let her leave on her own.
Yeah. And don't take anything she says to heart when she's not
Oh no,
in the right mind, you know?
I have faith that we'll get our first name Ray, last name Mon back.
She's still there.
She is still there.
It's still her. Just
I know.
a sadder version of her, you know? This phone is gonna make me scream.
You need a day where you just don't have your phone. Just be free to roam the city.
Hey,
Hey,
you want to get in a police chase?
I do.
They're on my ass as we speak. Where you at?
At the house that you got a shootout in.
Oh, sweet. They're chasing me because I got caught holding someone at gunpoint. So they're hot on my ass.
Okay, come here.
Hey, stay on the phone because I'm almost there.
Okay, wait, I gotta put stuff in the butt. Max, you let me out. I gotta go.
You better hurry the fuck up. I'm almost there.
I got illegal stuff in my pocket. I gotta put it in the trunk. Cause
You better hurry the fuck up, baby.
Don't come here yet. Don't come down the street yet.
Oh, guess what? I'm coming straight down that road right now as we speak.
Oh my god, I hear the sirens.
Isn't that Scotty's car?
Hey, I stole Scotty's car.
Hey, cuz.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey.
Vehicle over.
Oh,
I did right now.
is this the car you just stole?
Radio check.
Yeah. I done stole this bitch.
Oh.
That gun
Oh, radio
boy.
check. Hey,
They got backup coming for it.
hey, get out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Oh.
You didn't tell me to stay out,
No, stay
dumbass.
out of
Be
it.
more
Oh.
specific.